Hey guys, welcome back to Hello Podcast with me, your girl Angelina, and I have Tony, my right-hand man here. I always say that about you. Right-hand man.
Right-hand man.
And I've been telling you guys, I really want to do his angel cards. This is a big deal. So don't take this lightly. I don't do this for everybody. What I need you to do is I need you to shuffle them 3 times. But I want them to all be facing up. Like the angel has to be facing like that. Don't mess them up where it's like, you know?
Yeah, you want the angel facing upwards. Yeah, I know.
Don't look at the cards either.
Okay.
Don't cheat.
Wouldn't mean anything to me.
Don't be a cheater. So again, this is a very big deal, okay? I don't read people's tarot cards at all, which a lot of people have been in my DMs begging me to go.
Should we pull this off?
Go. I love that one. 2 more. I'm really excited about this. This is a big deal. This is a podcast I've been waiting for. He knows the deal.
Yeah, I'm done. Give it back to you?
Yes. Actually, this is going to be a little tricky.
It's going to hand to you.
But you have to pick the cards. So you're going to have to come over here, and I want you to pick the cards in front of everybody.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'll sit in your seat for a second.
All right, perfect. So Tony, wait, you did it 3 times, right?
Yeah, maybe did it 3.5
All right,
times.
ready? I wanted to throw holy water on you, but
Is that important?
I mean, I think it's too late for that.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why do you do it?
You know, it's like a protection thing.
Oh, so like, okay, I'll be protected.
Okay.
You want to come over here? Just douse me? I feel very protected.
Now let me do myself.
Just splash in your face.
Father, son. Okay. Oh. My titties are wet.
Now they're holy.
Now they're definitely holy titties. Okay. So we're going to start with every single card that you have chosen here. We're going to start with number 1.
Let's do it.
Now, there's rules. Number 1 is, how does this affect me? You now. God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Is that like, this is how I feel about this. Basically, you're trying to instill this in me and everybody around you. More positivity, where one day it's like, I'll be like, I get it. Like, I'm going to be just like Tony and not let things bother me as much. And like, you want to see that reflection in a lot of people.
Yeah, it's probably like I'm doing for other people, doing for myself, and I'm trying to. It also falls into spirituality, where like we talk about like everything around you is a reflection of yourself.
Do you see you're staring into the water at either yourself or somebody else?
Yeah.
It's a great card to have. Number 2, your strengths and hopes helpful to yourself. Angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest.
I feel that.
In what way?
I feel like everything, all the energies and everything that we're doing. I feel like this entire thing is a new wave of energy. And
A renewed sense of direction.
Yeah, for you, for
a renewed, because, I mean, that's true, because how long have I known you? And it's renewed now.
Yeah, true.
That we're renewing this after how many years? Holy shit.
Yeah.
These cards don't stop.
There
I
you
love
go.
you. Oh. Okay. Your weaknesses and fears this is a distraction card for yourself.
Interesting.
Holy hell.
Would you like to share the card?
Goddess of psychic protection. What you believe you create. No one can harm you.
So what does that mean?
I think you have psychic abilities, my friend.
But aren't you saying before that that was what I fear?
No, it is. Well, it's a distraction. It's my weaknesses and fears. Are you? So are you scared to? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're scared to, like, you have some kind of like powers, like psychic abilities, and you're scared to like have them, or you don't. You didn't open up your third eye or something. Do you know that? Do you feel things before they happen?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Do you always just?
I've also experienced third eye stuff.
But do
A
you
few
ever just
times.
go, forget it? It's not
No,
real.
no.
Yeah, but you're like, it's not real.
No, I'm not like that anymore. I mean, I was like that, but not anymore.
Well, maybe it's talking about how you used to be, because something's
Maybe.
telling me that you have some kind of ability that you are either not aware of, or now you know, but you just kind of shun it away.
Oh, you know what? Maybe, okay. So maybe it's about
Like you're fearing it to
yeah.
let it in.
Well, maybe I'm trying to think about what I've been thinking about. So what it is I'm afraid to just trust my gut and just go with things because I'm sensing like a certain direction, perhaps, and then you kind of second guess yourself. So it's probably saying don't do that. Like the weakness
But it's
is.
also telling you have psychic abilities.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. That I have a few things that I've experienced a lot of different things, but like never really able to use it so much. You know, sometimes you have a feeling about something and you follow your gut, but it's hard to do, I guess, sometimes.
Well, that's your fear, is to like literally just like psychic protection, like
My fear is a trust into the psychic stuff. My fear is it probably that's what I'm trying to extrapolate.
psychic protection, meaning like you are protected by your spirit guides, your whoever passed.
I'm afraid to go further because I feel like I might not be protected. But obviously, Angelina threw holy water over me, so now I'm good.
I mean, you're definitely protected.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you have to stop with this fear. Because you have, I told you have something. And here I am again, right about it. It's weird. All right. The next one is your perception
Blech.
and view of the relationship. It could be any relationship.
We're talking about life here, so of life.
God of the underworld, something which no longer serves you is about to end. What is that?
So something in my life that doesn't need to be there anymore is going to go away.
And like, you don't have to say what it is, but do you have something like that?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'm not sure.
It might be where you don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe is there some sort of weight I'm carrying, or maybe there's something in my life it's
Yeah.
more negative than positive. It's going to go away.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a worry. It's probably a worry or something.
Maybe it's something that you'll drive home later and you'll be like, oh shit.
I bet you it's probably like an emotional or like a mental, like a worry.
100%. All right. How does this affect you, the other person? Now, it doesn't matter what the other person, whoever it is, it could be. All right. Someone's over there.
There's nothing over there.
I'm just saying.
The gym is on the other side, so sometimes
No one's in the gym right now.
If they bang against the wall, it'll make a
Okay.
noise.
How does this affect you, the other person? You now. Angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. Is there anybody in your life that does that? You don't have to say who it is.
Undervalues me?
No, not you. Themselves.
Anyone in my life that undervalues them.
Oh. This is about me.
This is constantly what we talk about.
Holy shit, I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, strengths and hopes helpful to the other person. Angel of union. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness.
Same thing.
Awesome.
It's talking about new energies and the partnership.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably about like the new flow. It's everything that's going on.
Okay. Now this is weaknesses and fears distracting for the other person. Angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly.
For me,
For the other person.
or people, I guess people around me in my life.
Yep. So maybe they don't know how to speak the truth and express themselves, but now it's like, all right, speak your truth and express yourself clearly. Let them know that they should be doing that. Let them know they don't do it enough. Or,
Right.
I mean, it's not me. I express myself.
No, it's definitely not you.
It's definitely not me. I overexpress myself. Goddess of nature, you reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. Now, this is about your perception and view of the relationship. Note, you refers to the other person in the inquiry. Goddess of nature. Do you have anybody in your life, you don't have to say who, that loves nature?
My wife loves nature, going on hikes and stuff.
And whatever, like you reap what you sow, your dream is coming to fruition. So whatever she's dreaming about, wanting to do,
Yeah, like she wants to be home with the kids. You know, we want
and
to.
that's happening.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
been happening.
well, it could happen. Yeah, we've got to just be, make sure everything works, and she wants to
Okay.
stay home. And,
It's great. So these are all great cards so far. Number 9. Angel of the universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. Now, this is the partnership, me and you together. It doesn't have to be, it could be whoever, present here and now. So it says you are being encouraged to expand your thinking.
Yes, that's happening every day. Absolutely.
Angel of communication, communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. Who's that? That's not me.
Maybe, I don't know.
And that's in the next 6 months.
Okay.
So it could be you, it could be,
I think there's a lot of things coming up in the future. It's going to be about making sure that things are exactly how or if it's us doing business, that we want it, to make sure that we get what we're supposed to get.
don't be afraid to tell it like it is.
Yeah. Yep. If it chimes in with the one before about your self-worth and everything like that, it's probably just like, go out there, trust yourself, don't be afraid to follow your gut,
And be
know
the
your
shark
worth.
that we know you are.
Yeah, know your worth, and just be comfortable going for it and being confident.
Okay.
And let my wife go out in nature more.
Yeah, that's nice. Goddess of the unknown. Now, this one is the aspects to the relationship, possible outcome. Goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and I can't speak. And embrace the unknown.
Again, I think it's all related. Yep.
And there's the third eye on there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Have you ever experienced third eye?
I have.
It's wild. It's crazy.
What do you think about it?
For me, it literally was seeing an image. It's always around when I'm like waking up or in the middle of the night, like going back to sleep. That's usually when everything would happen like that. But I would see something, and if you get caught out of a dream, you just wake up. Maybe you see an image for a second, and it's kind of whatever. But sometimes you have that moment where like I could see something happening. It could be almost like video, seeing it, and I'm able to actually look around, like, and I'm awake. I'm going like this. I'm almost able to like look around and watch, and then it's gone. So I feel like that's reminds me of what remote viewing might be like, but people supposedly in like stories and such can control that and just pick a spot and do it. Mine was in the glimpse of whatever, but actually you see it. It's almost like sometimes an image in the middle, and I've even seen the image go away, and it is like it's closing, and it literally feels like a third eye. And to me, that's the only experience I had that makes me think that this is exactly that.
See, that happens to me when I'm around people in a room filled with people.
She's talking about flashes. You see a flash of an image and it's over, right?
No, it's like while I'm sitting around a bunch of people and I just see things for what they are.
You're talking about like just like being insightful and realizing like what actually is like.
Excuse me. No, it's more like I know things that are going to happen before they happen.
Oh, I've getting bad feelings. One of the girls here got hurt one day, and like the whole day I was feeling like off, and like just bad. And I always think it's me. I just think it's just like, oh, why do I have such a bad feeling? And then one of the girls got hurt. She eventually was okay, Catherine.
Really?
And but once it happened, it was gone. I felt better. I was worried about her, and then when it was over, I was like, it's gone. And I was like, oh my God, it wasn't even me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know. Who knows?
They say the third eye is like another like way to like see who people really are.
Oh, maybe I guess it's a different interpretation. I literally, what I saw was like, for me, it was literally an image, and it does feel like it's almost like another way to visualize something.
See, I feel like I've eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah, I don't know. Different than I know.
Well, just saying. What are we up to right now? Oh, we went to
12?
Okay. Nope, we're at 11. By the way, I'm sorry I'm coughing, guys. Those incense are killer. Goddess of justice, what seems an injustice is actually a blessing.
Yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes life's not a straight road. Sometimes you have to go through something bad.
You telling me?
Yeah.
Whew. And that is for clarifying the situation. Now here is your overall outcome card.
Scary moment. I'm not liking that face.
Whoa. This can't be further from the truth. Goddess of strength stands up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your grounds.
So what do you mean? Why is it further from the truth?
I mean, not further from the truth. Further, how do you say that?
You mean it's like
It is the truth.
it's on point, you're saying.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what an idiot. I'm sorry, I've been here all day. Check back with me later when I'm.
So what? Say it again. I was
I need a cat nap.
I was literally thinking of it backwards. So what is it? What is it again?
Kill me, why don't you?
You put that incense up.
I know. I don't know why I did it. Jeez, smoked me out. I meant it's the truth. Yeah, holding your ground.
What is it? Just read it again, because I was.
Goddess of strength.
Okay.
This is the overall.
Yeah. What's the blurb?
Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground.
Okay.
So, like when you're like positivity Tony, which I love and adore. Sometimes you got to be a dick.
You're talking about like in business, you have to be tough? Yes, 100%.
Sometimes you can't be like, well, which I love, like I said, love that outcome, like that, the way you think. But this is telling me that you're going to have to hold your ground a lot when it comes to business with me. Because remember,
I don't think it's with you. I think it's with the larger world.
well, it could be with that.
I do hold my ground with you because I feel like that you can do this and you can get there.
No, with me, yes. But I'm talking about the people around
100%.
that were around me that were trying to take from, like, you know, whatever.
100%.
And those are the type of people we're weeding out,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So, but there's going to be more coming
Of course.
because they just flock like sheep.
So the positivity thing, you know, is, as you put it, is it's about, you know, like, yes, it's being positive, but it's, you know, and it's looking forward and looking for the best in situations. But sometimes, like, you know, you have to think like, you have to think about the bigger picture and what your outcome is going to be. Because it's easy to like get lost in anger and vengeance and things like that. And you notice after doing it so many times that when you get angry and you just lash out, what do you actually get back? Like, what was the result? And so, because what happens is when you lash out, you feel good for that 1 second. But like, I've never experienced joy at this second that it lands.
No, I've never either. I always like cry after or be like, or like I feel like, you know. But of course, people don't think I have a heart, but I know I do. I know I have the biggest heart.
So in that moment when something is going down and you're feeling like the anger and such, you know, having like just like a stand back moment, like allows you to navigate, because that's a trap, right? That's a trap, like emotionally. So just sidestep that trap and then just be like, what's more important right now? Like if it's someone you love, like think like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna be very sad that I've hurt this person. Right now I'm not in the right place, but tomorrow I'm gonna be mad. So like the positivity is just literally just like, just take a second, give your real self a chance to come back, and give it a chance that it's maybe it's not all bad. Look at it from a different perspective, and yes, you have to do this in literally a snap of a finger. So you can't fall into those traps. And like, what do you want out of that relationship? If it's with like someone you love, like a partner, then you should be like, no matter what this fight is, this partner is more important to me. And it's so hard to say that in the middle of a fight, because you want to say the opposite thing. So really, like, if that's what it takes, separate yourself. Move away, separate yourself, and like, I'm gonna come back in 2 minutes, and watch how things change dramatically. Because that isn't real. It's just the anger taking over.
What if it's like a bunch of people that you live with or like work with, and like it's like hard, on you, not on you, like on whoever, and it's like you don't know how to navigate, like, because whatever you say is wrong, whatever you do is wrong.
I think the first thing that you could do is establish the goals that you really want. And what do you want from each person? So if you want each person to be a friend in the future, and that's what you value the most, you should walk into every situation knowing that. So like, if it's like, my friend, and I love my friend, and I'm like, you know what? I want to make sure that this is right for him and right for me, and I just want to be there. And I know that we're doing this business together, so we might fight a little bit. You have to tell yourself preemptively before you get into a fight, because in the fight you're like, whatever, right?
Yep.
Tell yourself ahead of time, like, I'm going to make sure that I value this friendship more than these small things. So if this person that you're talking about, that you're working with, say it to yourself, either out loud or to yourself, what do you want from that person? And if it's just friendship, and you're going to say, I'm going to value that friendship over the fight, and say it to yourself also, and say that I'm going to fight with this person. It may come up. I would perhaps like to let it go if it's not that serious, right? Let it go, because I'd rather have a good friendship. If it's something where we're talking about something completely different, where somebody is like disrespecting you all the time, then perhaps you saying that I want the friendship is foolish, because are you trying to be friends with a person who's just being mean to you? And then if they are being mean to you, you don't want to play the game where you start like playing things by their perspective, because that's not correct. So if you're like, if this person could be in my life if they were operating correctly, and maybe you'd be open to it, and maybe they could be a friend, that's fine, but it kind of depends on them. I would say, like we talked about in the past, then I'm going to just be me. I'm going to be a good person. And I'm going to do what I think is right. And if that person has the ability to come correct, then they should come correct. They have to fix that, and that's on them.
But if they don't, then you just like kind of like you
right.
stay there over
right.
here.
So be
you
the
stay
best
over
version
there.
of yourself.
Yeah.
And if this person, maybe they'll still change to you and say, oh, okay, because maybe they see things they didn't like about you in the past. Maybe they have a negative out view of you. Maybe they're stuck in a mode in the way they act to you, and it's not working out, for either of you in a way. So they need to change, but that won't change until you change yourself and kind of solve it with you first. So either way, both examples, value the friendship, or if nothing you really can do here, just keep working on yourself, just you. So stay here. So like when you're saying before, to bring it full circle, about being positive and saying, "Oh no, this is good," but doesn't mean you can't be tough, because especially with business, like you have to be tough, and that's about worth. Like, I'm worth this. This is what I'm going to get. And if they're saying, "Well, I can't do that," then you say, "Okay," and either I have to make a decision to say, "I'm willing to bend a little bit," or "No, I've reached a point where my worth is at a minimum. Like I can't go lower than that."
What about people that are trying to take away your livelihood?
Then are they really friends?
No.
So that's something that you got to decide if you should save the relationship or not. And if it's...
I've decided already.
So if you should save the relationship, then work on yourself, and just kind of be clear about yourself going forward with them.
Yeah, it's been clear with a lot of stuff about what, those people want, and I'm good. And we're good.
I think solve, like we keep saying, solve everything in here. Be the person that you want to be, that you hope to be.
But always being depicted as the bad guy does take a toll on someone.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yep. And I'm not playing no innocent victim card over here. It is the truth. And it is what it is. Thinking about positivity only here.
I don't think you're thinking about positivity right now.
No, I am.
No.
I so am.
No. You can't even give a natural smile right now.
I mean, I just got injected by fucking 700 needles. What the hell? You want me to try? I'm good.
No, that's none of those are real.
Oh, fuck off.
You're real. The way when you're real, it's very different than what you're doing right now.
Well,
Positivity means you're not faking yourself. You're not fooling anybody. You just are trying to look at things in the positive. Like you're really giving it a true effort.
okay.
It's not real at all.
No, I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try. I believe
My
you're, I believe,
absolute best.
I believe you're gonna try. I believe
I
you're
am.
gonna try.
You're gonna be on. I'm gonna have you on speed dial.
Yeah.
Letting
sure.
you know now.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about this reading?
I think it's interesting. I think the reading is showing that my life is in flux. You know, we're doing a lot of stuff together, and that's a lot of my time. So I think
Coming up a lot.
and I think it's saying that, like, you know, hey, Tony, you know, trust in your gut, be yourself, know your limits, know your worth, know the worth of the situations that we're going forward with, and just be confident. It's basically just like an all go sign, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it was a very positive reading.
It was a very real reading. I felt like it was definitely reading kind of the energy.
Yeah, it was definitely a real one. And you are psychic in some way.
I think everybody is. I think if you
No,
spend
I
more
don't
time,
think everybody is. I think some people. Do you really believe everybody is?
I do, 100%.
No, that's intuition.
Because we're human.
That's intuition. I feel.
I think. Well, yes, people can have higher intuition than others, but I think people don't pay attention to it. Don't think it's real. If I don't think it's real, then I'm never going to tap into it.
I just think that some people were selected in life to have stronger abilities than others, and intuition is not the same as psychic abilities.
If someone is in a household that in their childhood is a mess, God forbid, I would imagine that there would be no chance to do anything that is outside of the present there and now, because they would be in trauma. And how can you like tap into your so-called sixth sense when the five senses are required to deal with the current situation?
You know, I don't know about that, but all I know is since a young age, I've always had this, and I'm not kidding with you. I definitely don't think I know not everybody has it, but you're mixing intuition, which I understand. People do this all the time with like having a higher power.
Well, I think intuition to me, I feel like that gut feeling is kind of like the needle, you know, pointing the direction.
You're taking away that psychic protection again. You don't believe it in yourself.
No, I do. Why do you think I'm taking it away?
I don't know. You're saying it's just like intuition, but
No, that's what intuition is. I just think it's the same thing. I think like, okay,
we can
so
agree to disagree on that.
maybe. I'm not sure if we do though, because do you think that the psychic, like, I don't think it's a line where somebody says, "Oh, you're psychic," and you're not. I think that line is silly. Do you think that there is a line, or you don't think so?
What do you mean? What
Like,
line?
is someone in your mind, in your thought, is someone either psychic or not?
Either you have it or you don't.
So I don't believe in that, and that's where we're different. I don't believe that it's like a hard line and like they are, they aren't. I think that everyone has these senses, and some people have stronger intuition for sure, but everyone is using it whether they know or not. And maybe, obviously, development in anything is going to be important, right? That's a consideration. And maybe you start off at a high level, you know? Someone starts off at a high level physically, mentally, and I'm sure, obviously, psychically.
Well, what about kids that have it? My niece has it since
I think you start at different levels, right?
Yeah.
But
That's psychic ability.
I think it's built into us. We're human. We're all human.
I think that there's higher powers in certain people that were chosen.
Perhaps.
100%.
Maybe. It depends what you believe.
I strongly believe that. Intuition, like I said, like they always say, women have the strongest intuition than men, right? I don't know.
I've heard that, yeah.
Well, I don't know if I believe in that, whatever, but I strongly believe that psychic abilities, they don't just come like just to everybody.
Yeah, I definitely think it's stronger and less.
I could literally tell you what you're going to do tomorrow without even knowing.
Sleep.
No. But like I could tell you like it's weird. Like I'll walk into a room filled with people. I'm like, all right, that person's a dick. And then it turns out that like those people are what I said. Or like that person can, and then like different things I'll think about are going to happen. They happen. What is that? That's not intuition. That's psychic.
Yeah, maybe. See, I don't have that, so I don't have that experience.
You do have it.
I have it in a
You
different way
have it
than
in a
you.
little bit of a way.
It's a very different way than what you do it. The gut feeling is there, like strong.
Yeah.
If something bad is coming up, like it's living with me.
You're
and
gonna feel it.
I have no idea, and I always think it's with me first because I don't think about it to check it and think, oh, is it somebody else? I just feel it, and that's it.
Yeah.
You're talking about like you're getting specific, like this person's gonna do something bad or whatever. I don't have that.
Or it could be like, I got to check on, I don't know, this tree in my backyard because I feel like it's going to fall tomorrow. And there's a huge storm and it falls.
Yeah. So you know what I've done?
You know what I'm saying?
Like I'll give you an easy example. This happens all the time, and now I finally caught up to it where I don't do it. It's such a silly thing. Where like I don't know, say like you wanted to throw this glass of water out, and you've been trying to do it for like months, right? And then
Oh my God.
you're finally like, okay, I'm throwing this out, and you go throw it out. The next day, I will need it, and that happens all the time.
Why does that happen?
It's with like a file on my computer, or it's with like something.
Why do you need it the next day?
Just comes up like, oh, do you have that thing? And I'm like, oh, I had that. And I got
crap,
rid
I
of it.
just threw it
So
out.
now when I focus on it, I'm about to throw it out. I go, nope. I don't throw it
Shit,
out.
then you're going to become a hoarder.
No, it's not
With
like that.
files, I'm kidding.
It's when
Not a hoarder.
something is like constantly coming
just
around.
kidding.
Yeah, because I think what happens is this is just a guess thought is that something is telling me that there's a point on this. Like has some importance coming up, right? But I look at it as, oh, maybe I know what am I doing? Why didn't I throw it out yet? I'm reading it the wrong way. So it's kind of like it's saying, the universe is like, hey, this glass of water, and I'm like, yes, universe, I should throw it out or whatever. But I don't. I wait.
Well, that's different. I just look at, the ability that I have and my family. It's from my family, and I don't know. I think it's getting stronger. The amount of people, I think it's getting stronger with these people I'm weeding out, and it's getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah,
And eventually, I'm going to be like untouchable.
Yes, I think lately what you've been doing is you've been kind of deciding who you want to be and what you're going to be, and I think you're still struggling with a lot of stuff. But like the best way, I don't know if I can't remember if I said it on camera or not, but the best thing I think is that your baseline. I was saying before, your baseline is getting better. Like your happiness is getting more because you're working things out, and you're very clear. I think on like the things that are problems that you want to fix, and you're fixing them one thing at a time. But it won't happen any faster than you want them to. It's just.
Are you sure it just shouldn't be brushed under the rug like everybody thinks it should be?
I think that you have to solve the things. I think you keep moving forward and
The
you keep
trauma
solving
I
it.
dealt with in the last year. Come on.
Right. Keep solving the things that you can every day. Mm-hmm. But when things come up, that moment where like you can lash out, like that's when you're taken away. You go right with it. But I see you returning to like a better place every time. So it's interesting because I didn't think that's how it was going to go down. But that's how it's going down.
Well, because I always fight or flight mode. It's like I've been raised to just be that way. And, it's not malicious at all. It's not with malicious intent. It's just me saying, oh my God, that person's doing that to me. Like, oh, hell no. I got to defend myself. And that's
Right.
where, and then I'm against the wall and I'm like a cat, like, rah, like.
Right. But if somebody pulls a knife out, you pull a gun out. And that's what you don't want to do.
No, I would never do that.
Because you could like, they could pull the knife out and you could find a different way. Like, you can like be at peace. Don't even pull your knife out. You can just arm somebody.
Then I'm going to get stabbed.
No, but it won't stab you. Like it just can't happen. If I say something to you that's hurtful, you'd be surprised and amazed. And this is again, as I've said before, this is hard. But you'd be surprised and amazed if you can just get one of those victories and see how it feels and realize how good it is. Because there's not the gain of pulling out that knife or that gun in a sense, metaphorically speaking, of course, is the satisfaction is not there.
It's not worth it.
No. And it never does. So like, why would you always repeat that same action if in the end, not only do you not feel good about it, but it ruins your life, maybe for the next day, the week, or possibly longer. So think about it. So why would you keep playing that game over and over and over? And someone's telling you in the sidelines, hey, if you just stop this thing you're doing, you can sidestep the whole thing and just talk to somebody. But like, it only requires you. You're just laughing because I know it's hard. It requires
So hard.
It requires you just to be like, pull yourself out and stop. Just stop talking. Stop talking for a second. Kill the flow, because that's a bad flow, right? And just be like, I would say if you wait like 3 Mississippi, whatever you'll say after that would be so much better.
Or I could also just walk away from a problem.
100%, but don't walk away. I like to walk away. Whenever you say that, I'm always like picturing how you would walk away, and I figure what's going to happen is this: you'll make some kind of weird gesture or a powerful gesture, like you're going to be like, you know what, and then you're going to walk away. But I bet 15 feet away, you're going to turn back around and start off with some other shit.
Or I can say, this is no longer serving me, and I'm going to remove myself.
Yes. Say it in a way that's mature without a wanted reaction to your words. Because you could say the right thing, but it's clear to others that you have an intention to like see me for what I'm doing the right thing. Don't do that. Don't do the fake version of it. Do the real version of it. The real version is just like,
damn, that just hurt me.
What you said hurt me. I don't want us to fight. I'm going to remove myself because I'd rather not.
Yeah.
And like, that's real.
I'll meet you guys for dinner.
Like, just be real.
I'm going to go get ready.
Yeah, and don't do it for the reaction. Yes, be totally real.
Just not really with that right now. I'm not really feeling that way.
See how you're answering?
What?
You're answering with the anger.
No, all right. Maybe just say.
Just get rid of it. Just drop it. Drop the anger. Get rid of it. Out. Answer normally.
I'd rather not have somebody give me their opinion right now.
You're getting better. It's better, but
I'm
not there
trying
yet.
to do this and navigate this on my own, but thank you so much. I'll be over there when I'm done getting ready.
It's a little. I can see what's going on.
What I really want to say is go fuck yourself.
I know you do.
But Don Juan over there. But I'd rather. Yeah.
But you want to say that, right?
I don't like being like the outcast, the black sheep.
I know.
was never like I'm not that girl that's gonna like. I don't like people getting bullied. Like I want to be like an advocate for those kids that are getting bullied in school, and like I want to talk at schools. I want to like help people.
Okay, so that there's a huge part of it that people in life prod other people, and they can be bullying other people. That is a giant part of it.
That's big in schools.
And that could be 100% of a situation. We're not going to talk about that for 1 second. How much of it happens because of the anger that you lash back? So whenever somebody attacks, how much is there you? I'd like to see
Yes and no, but it also is them knowing how to get under somebody's skin, my skin,
right? But
which isn't fair.
Right.
It's like they already know
that's the side of it.
The fucking floor plan.
That's the side of it.
And that's not fair.
Right. And that's wrong. Right.
Yeah. Totally wrong.
But we can't solve that. What we can solve is how we react to things. So what percentage would you say of any fight that you've had in your life, friend, family, anybody, that is maintained and not like softened and brought to peace or escalated through the roof, because of just anger?
The hell? All right, what if I told you I don't like you? Tony, I really don't like you.
Without context, it doesn't affect me. If it's somebody that I really love, like my family member said that to me, then
like
perhaps
just
I'd be
like
upset.
one of your friends said it to you, like I just don't like you. What would you say?
It depends on the context.
Yeah. It's hard to navigate.
No, it's hard. And we're talking about when somebody is emotionally compromised.
Yeah.
Like they said the right thing to touch the nerve. But when you feel that anger in that moment,
yeah,
you have to stop. Don't even speak. Right? There are some times I think you need to stand up and speak your words and kind of say what's going on. But even when you do that, you would be surprised that you don't have to yell. And if you don't yell, people will hear you more.
All right.
It could be done if you just don't go there. Don't overreact, because that's where you're the queen of. You're overreacting to everything. You could say those words and like think about what you want in the argument. You know how to diffuse somebody in an argument? You say exactly their side of it. And if you do, and what we normally do is we argue, and I'm saying my thing, and you're saying your thing, right? And I know what you're saying, but I don't care because I care about what I say.
Yep.
So I've only done it maybe like in huge arguments when I was younger. Maybe I've done it a few times, right? But you stop and you go, listen, I know that you want this. And all of a sudden you see them go, It's done. Because you're both fighting, trying to make a different point. So if you just
Or
say,
who's trying to be
it's
right.
it's like a key. You put the
Yeah.
key in, you go, I know you want this. And if you're able to say that, say it to them, right? So like, I know you want me to say I'm sorry, and I am sorry for doing that. The whole argument is gone. It's like you're gonna watch, it just deflates on half of the argument. And then you say what you want. And this is called communicating.
Yes.
So then you say, but I want an apology for this. So I'm sorry for this. Are you sorry for that? Can we meet there?
But then that person might say, I don't think I should say sorry for that. That just happened to me, actually.
Okay, that's possible. And if they don't do that,
And I was like, really? You're fucking kidding me? All right.
Well, say really, instead of saying that, say like, why? Ask why.
No, I did say why, but I'm saying to you, like, I was like, in my head, I'm like, are you f***ing it? But I was like, really? That's really like sad. I actually said the word sad. That's sad that you don't think you should say sorry.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that verbiage. I'm sad.
It's like I did nothing wrong. I'm like, okay, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we can't change people. We can only change ourselves, and you're still going to have conflict, but you want to have the amount of conflict that you have to have, and not the amount of conflict that could have been avoided.
Oh yeah.
You don't.
I'm over it.
Why make things 10 times worse?
Oh, I'm getting older. My fuse is getting shorter, and I just don't want it. And that's it, really. And this was a great reading. Happy about this.
Yeah, this was good. I feel like the reading was very much
very like empowering.
It was very now like what actually is happening.
Yes, and thank you for, as usual, your great opinions and like knowledge and how to basically disengage. What do you call that?
Well, disengaging is true. I was
disengage or what's that word from an argument?
I would say communication. Maybe just communicate better.
Yeah. A lot of people out there that don't like to communicate.
I think it's hard for everybody.
It is.
Emotions are powerful.
Mm-hmm. We all have a lot of them.
Yes.
We are only human.
It's about It's about the habit. Like we train ourselves to do something, and when we get this trigger, we instantly react, and we've doubled down and quadrupled down so many times in that now we're in that cycle. And I figured that out during music lessons. I was teaching drums to somebody. And I noticed when they come to a point, they always do the same thing. So I would go, play it again, and I let them play. When they get to that point, I literally would take their hand and hit the other drum. Because their thought process always makes the same decision. Think about that. They always make the same decision when they come to that line in the song.
Wow.
And they can't break it. You know what it took it? I had to keep taking their hand and throw it to the other side.
That's a lot.
And it takes about 10, 20 times. Now, in social situations, which is worse, to have nobody there to say like, So you have to catch yourself.
Or somebody there defending me or like not even defending me, saying, hey, you got to look at her side of of things.
True, and you're never going to, if you have that, it's nice, but.
I mean, that's what I prayed on, having somebody just to do that, like, or just say a little bit of peace for me.
You know what you do? Try to catch it. Catch it on like, even if it's not a big deal, not a big fight, like something that you're gonna go a little bit extra. If you can take a small victory and say like, I was going to even just raise my voice, and I'm not going to raise my voice. You practice having that breath and that space and that mindfulness. And if you do that, you'll be able to do that more and kind of live there for a second. And then on pro level, somebody says something that gets you, if you could just take a hair of a second and just say, catch yourself and go, I'm hurt by what they said. I don't have to do that. And what I actually want to say is I'm hurt. And not the stuff I'm about to say.
Like, fuck you.
Like that and four other things,
Yeah, four other crazy things.
Because like, you might get a text from somebody and it might upset you, and they might do one text and you might do 14 texts.
Me a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think it's years of dealing with that, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to try my best.
Are you committed instead of trying? Are you like for real? And you could say you don't care if you don't care.
No, I care.
And not even for anything else except for like, I think you would just enjoy life more.
I want to. Like, I really want to get to, like, they say at a certain age you just don't care anymore.
It's usually the 40s.
I'm about to hit
what I've
that,
heard.
So hopefully this is real.
And supposedly in that age, you get to a point where you're like, your circle gets smaller, and you don't.
You sure it's not because I don't have a lot of friends? No.
Well, I mean, if you
hey, listen.
If you've ruined friendships, you've ruined friendships. That is what it is.
I don't really, I weed people out because I see things I don't like. That's not me wanting to have less friends.
To be fair, you probably weed people out, and some people may have weeded you out.
They have.
And that's...
But it's a lot that, you know, I've seen a lot of crazy shit in my day. And that's it.
Yeah, we all do. We all have, you know, we all grow up, we're kids, and then we make mistakes. I have things I like, oh, I wish I handled that so much better. And I may have lost a friend, you know, because of it. And that's just what happens in life. And if you can get them back because you want them in your life and it's worth it, then do so. And if you can't, then you take it as a lesson.
Some of the things are just too far gone.
100%.
But I gotta say one more thing, not to cut you off. It's weird because when I was a regular girl again, it's weird to say I had a lot more friends.
What do you mean a regular girl again?
Like EMT.
Oh.
But were they really my friends? Or were they just like, you know, it was weird. It's like that saying, like, you'll ride on the limo with me, but when that limo breaks down, will you ride on the bus with me?
I like that.
A lot of people wouldn't.
But I mean, some friends are going to be, you might push for a friendship hard for somebody, and to them, you just may be a friend that's like, okay, I'll see you every once in a while.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know.
But then I don't consider them friends. I consider those people acquaintances.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's cut this down, right? We're going to go around and around and around about this.
Yeah. But yeah, the reading was good.
And I want to be positive. This is a positive podcast.
Yeah. Maybe, how about in the future, I'll do yours. I'll do your reading.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
In the future.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So thank you guys so much for tuning into Hello podcast at Phoenix Recording Studio in Staten Island with Tony. And I'm very happy you guys got to see the reading today. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for more podcasts coming your way. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to Hello with me, Angelinas. As always, be sure to subscribe and leave us a 5-star review, and head over to patreon.com/AngelinaMTV for extended uncensored episodes where you can win fun goodies like signed headshots, note cards from our recordings. Follow us on Instagram at Hello Podcast for extra tea, and there's a lot of tea on there. Just letting you know, you guys are going to want to hear it. So follow me there. See you next time.